What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's Brody here. Today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 graded Pokemon card losses. We often talk about graded Pokemon cards and flipping cards and all that sort of stuff and making money, growing your collection and stuff like that, but I did want to talk about the negative side of this and talk about those 5 cards in 2024 so far that I've lost the most money on. So it's going to be a very quick video. We're going to talk about those 5 cards and then maybe some strategies or maybe some whys and how I could fix that in the future. So coming in at number 5, we have the PSA 8 Suicune V. It's Galarian Gallery number 38 from Crown Zenith. This card I spent $48.02 on. The grading was about $28 and the spend on the card at the time was 20 Australian dollars. Now I ended up selling that card for $25, so I was in it for 48, sold it for 25, and I had a loss of $23.02, which is about 48% loss. Quite significant. That's like almost half of the money I lost on that one card. Coming in at number 4, we have the Pikachu promo number 224 from Sun and Moon. This card I had a value of $123.61. That's what I'd spent on it, and I ended up selling it for $63.03. So I lost 49% on this card, which equated to $60.58. Coming in at number 3, we have the Iono from Paladin Fates number 237. This card I spent $107 on. I sold it for $51. So I lost $50.86, which was a difference of minus 52%. Coming in at number 2, we have the Pikachu Taipei Taiwan promo card. This is number 057 from Scarlet and Violet. This card I spent $88 on grading, and buying and grading, and I sold it for $40.96, which means I lost $47 and it was a loss of 54%. And then finally, coming in at number 1, my worst loss of 2024 so far is the PSA 9 Walking Wake, which is the gold Suicune in Temporal Forces. This card I spent $54.81 on. I only sold it for $20.45 with a loss of $34.36, and that was a 63% loss overall. So overall, those 5 cards, I lost $221 on 5 cards. Now, I guess the thing to note as well is all those cards are PSA 9 or below. No PSA 10s that I lost money on. Usually PSA 10s, you're able to at least make back your money on the raw price and the grading. I think 2 things to note is actions you can take to negate this and negate such a huge loss on cards. One is to buy cards as cheap as possible. So one example could be buying a lot of cards in bulk, or buying more than 1 or 2 cards from the same seller. That might enable you to get a cheaper price for those cards. And number 2, try to buy cards in person. So buying cards in person helps you be able to look at the cards, look at the condition, and hopefully avoid grading PSA 9s and belows, because the PSA 10s are what people are after. There's not enough demand for PSA 9s and below in the market, so that's why the prices are so low. So I always tend to try to sell the 9s and below as soon as I get those back, whether it be through an auction or otherwise through a sale, eBay, Facebook, Instagram. I usually try to sell the 9s and below quite quickly, and I'm not happy to, but I'll take a loss on those just so I can liquidate them and get as much money back as possible. So in summary, my advice is don't grade PSA 9s or below, and when you are going to grade cards, make sure you consider trying to get them for the best price. Consider what things are going for in the market. Like, consider what a PSA 10 is going for. Consider what a PSA 9 is currently going for. Kind of think about all that. Think about the raw price against those and what you can get back. And think about, when you do grade cards, that it can take 2 to 3 months to get cards back. So consider all these factors that come into play so you can avoid what I've done. Hopefully next week I can do a video of my top 5 flips of 2024, and you can see some of the vast differences in the losses versus some of the great gains I've made selling some of the modern Pokemon cards in 2024. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye.